Student, welcome to you e-learning classes managed by Modern English School Nevada. Dear student, myself Sujay Kumar, your mathematics teacher of Modern English School New Area Nevada. Today I start new chapter and that name is linear equations of two variables. Dear student, first I discuss what is linear polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 1, that is called linear polynomial. And what is linear equations? I discuss linear equations 1 variable and linear equation 2 variable. So see towards the board, that is an algebraic expression in the form of ax plus b is equal to 0. It is the standard form of linear equations of 1 variable. Here a and b are real number and a is not equal to 0. Again student, ax plus b is the linear equations of 1 variable, a standard form, where a and b are real number and a is not equal to 0. That in junior classes you know, write 6x plus 5 is equal to 17 and you can find the value of x. This is the form of ax plus b, otherwise ax plus b is equal to 0. It is the form of a linear equations of 1 variable. Similarly, it is the linear equations of 2 variables. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the linear equation of 2 variables, where a, b, c are real number and a is not equal to 0 and b is also not equal to 0. This is the form of the linear equations, like x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0, then x plus y is equal to 10. And if given linear equations of 2 variables, only one equation, then it has infinitely many solutions. Because when you write x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 8. When you write x is equal to 3, y is equal to 7. When you write x is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. When you write x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 11. You get the result will be 10. Result will be 10. So there are so many solutions which satisfy the equations. So general equations and general form of the linear equation is ax plus by plus c, where a, b and c are real number and a is not equal to 0 and b is also not equal to 0. Now a1x plus b1y plus c1 and a2x plus b2y plus c2, where a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are real number and a1, b1 and a2, b2 is not equal to 0. This type of standard form is called linear equation of 2 variables of simultaneous equations. And this type question given, then it has only one solution, that is unique solution. You write like x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 2. Then what is the value of x and y? Then x and y is only 6 and 4. No any other than this. You put the value 6 and 4, then 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, and when you subtract 6 minus 4, then you get 2. And so only one solution of x, that is 6, and only one solution of y, that is 4, satisfy the equation. Then when your question is given the linear equations of 2 variables of simultaneous equation, then it has only one unique solution which satisfy the equation. This is 6 and 4 are called the zeros of the equation. What is the zero? Zero are the value of the equations when put the value and it satisfy the equation. So in linear equation, it is the also called 0 is the 6 and 4 of the linear equation of 2 variables. Now see, there are 2 examples in your book. First example is that, so that x is equal to 5, y is equal to 2 is the solution of 2x plus 3y is equal to 16 and x minus 2y is equal to 1. Similarly, other question is show that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is not a solution of the equation 3x minus 2y is equal to 5 and 2x plus y is equal to 6. In this question, you have not required the value of x and y. Your question is only verify the equation that it is the solution, it is the zeros of the equation or not. So dear students, only substitute the value of x and y in every equation. If it is satisfy the equation, then it is the solution, otherwise not. So first equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 16. At the place of x is 5, you write 2 into 5 plus 3 into 2 is equal to 16. Then 5 to the 10 plus 6 is equal to 16. Then 16 is equal to 16. That means it is satisfied the equation. Here x minus 2y is equal to 1, x is equal to 5, 2 into y is equal to 2 is equal to 1, then 5 minus 4 is equal to 1, then 1 is equal to 1. Then it is clear both the equations satisfy the solutions, then it is the zeros of the equation, that means it is the solution of the linear equation. Similarly, next question is 3x minus 2y is equal to 5. What is the value of x? 3. That is 3 into 3 minus 2 into 2. You get 5. 3 3 are 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. That is 5 is equal to 5. This is satisfy the equation. And here is 2x plus y is equal to 7. Then 2 into 3 plus y is equal to 2. That is 7. Then 6 plus 2 is equal to 7. Then 8 is not equal to 7. So it is clear it is not satisfy the equation. Then any equation not satisfy, that it is the wrong, it is not the solution of the given equation. So dear students, when your question that x and y are the solution of this equation, you check it, then only put the value of x and y in every equation. If both equations satisfy, then it is clear it is the solution. Otherwise, both equations not satisfy, then write it is the not solutions. So only substitute the value of x and y, then you can get your answer. Now dear students, we find out here two types of linear equations. First type is constant system of linear equation and second is inconsistent. Your question is what is consistent system and next what is inconsistent system. It is written here that a system of two linear equations in two unknown is said to be consistent if it has at least one solution. Likewise, your example is x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 6. X plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 6. When you solve, then you get 8 and 2. Then 8 plus 2 is 10 and 8 minus 2 is 6. And it is solved by the methods like plus minus, minus plus, plus minus. It is cancelled. It is 2y is equal to 4, then y is equal to 2. And it has only one solution. So your question, that is consistent system which has at least one solution is given. In this system, a system of linear equation, a system of two linear equations in two unknown is said to be consistent if it has at least one solution. Otherwise, what is inconsistent? A system of two linear equations in two unknown is said to be inconsistent if it has no solution at all. How it is possible? It is possible. You write x plus y is equal to 10 and x plus y is equal to 30. You can find the value of x, y. It is not possible. You sign here is x minus, minus, plus and minus. This is cancelled, you get here minus 2. So it is not possible to find the value of x and y. That means a system of two linear equations in two unknown, that is x, y is unknown, is said to be inconsistent. It has no solution at all. Here is no solution. It is not possible to find the value of x and y. That means there are no value of x and y satisfy the both equations. So it is clear we cannot find the value of x and y, and that type of equation is called inconsistent solution. In system of equation which has no solution, a system of equation which has no solution, that is called inconsistent solution, and a system of equation which has at least one solution, that is called consistent solution. And there are so many examples given in next chapter. I solve that times. So now the condition of linear equations of two variables are three methods that you can find the value of x and y. First method is graphical method, second is substitution method, third is elimination methods, and fourth type is cross multiplication methods. But nowadays, by according to CBSE rule, the cross multiplication is deleted from your syllabus. So dear student, I discuss only three types of method to find the value of linear equations of two variables of simultaneous equations. That is, first method is graphically methods, second method is substitution method, and third method is more important, and that is called elimination method. Today I discuss only graphically methods. This is the first part of your linear equation, graphically method, and after 2 or 3 days I started simultaneous equations of two variables of linear equations by the method of eliminations and substitution. So 2 days and 3 days is solved by only graphically method. Then next video I solve the other method. Here is graphically methods. In graph you write, that is, one line is vertical, another line is horizontal. One line is vertical, another line is vertical, horizontal. This is called vertical is y dash, and horizontal is called x dash. And both axes are perpendicular to each other. And x-axis, this side is always write positive sign, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this side is -1, -2, -3. Upper part is always positive 1, 2, 3, and lower part is negative 1, -1, -2, -3. First, we will discuss how many types you have to read in class 10 by graphically methods. So dear students, when your graph will lie like this, there's one line is here, another line be there. Then both graphs are intersect to each other. Suppose this equation name is a1x plus b1y plus c1, and this equation is a2x plus b2y plus c. And both graphs are intersect at a point. Then it is clear that it has unique solution, and it has a solution, it is consistent, and it has unique solution, that means it has only one solution of x and y, and we can find the help of graph. This is the x, 2.5 is x, and 1 is the y. When your graph like this, that means again one times, when we draw the graph and two lines are intersect to each other, then it is clear that the graph has unique solutions, and we can find the value of x and y with the help of the graph. So we can find the value of this is x, that is 2.5, and value of y is 1. So it is 2, 3, so it is called 2.5. Here is 1, so 1. So x is equal to 2.5 and y is equal to 1. Other questions related to this graph: what is the area of the triangle formed by the two lines, two equations, and x-axis? Find, dear student, your triangle is, this is ABC. This is ABC. Then you can find this area. This is the base and this is the height. So base is here 1.5 and 3.5. So base is half, 1 half. Base is 2 and height is 1. Then area is 1 by 2 into base into height. That is 1 square unit is the area of this triangle. How it is possible? Your question is, with the help of the graph, you find the area of triangle formed by the line of equations and x-axis. The line of equation is this and x-axis is this. The line of equation is here and x-axis is there. Then it is base and it is height. So area of triangle is 1 by 2 into base into height. So if your question is related to here, your question is find the area of triangle formed by two lines and y-axis. Two line and y-axis. Dear student, two line is there and y-axis is here. So here is minus 2.5 and here is minus 1. That means it is 3.5. Here is 1 unit and here is 2.5 unit. That is base is 3.5 unit and height is 2.5 unit. So area is 1 by 2 into 3.5 into 2.5. You can see it and write your solutions. So one question is related to when your graph intersect at a point, then that times there are two type of questions. You find the area of triangle with two equations and x-axis. Find the area of triangle with y-axis and two equations. Other is shaded the region y-axis and the two equations. Then you shaded the region. If your question is shaded the region of the triangle by two lines and x-axis, then you shaded it. Other type of graph is when you draw the graph and you find out that one line is here and other line is there. This line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 and this line is a2x plus b2y plus c2. But both lines are the parallel. What shows here? It is so that it has no solutions. That no any point common between the two lines of the equations. When your graph is like as that both two lines are the different and they cannot intersect to each other, that side line will be parallel. And when line will be parallel, then it has no solution. That means it is inconsistent system of the linear equation because it has no any single value to satisfy the equation. So it is inconsistent and also it is called no solution. There are third types of graph you solve in this chapter. One graph is here, another is on this also. That means both lines are overlapped. One line is there and other will be also on it. That a2x to b2y c2 is here and also a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Both lies on the same. Then this is called many solution. That means there are so many points of the graph satisfy the both equations. So we cannot find how many number. There are infinite many solutions that satisfy the equations. So it has more than one solutions and this graph is called many solutions and both lines of the graph overlap to each other. So it is called consistent. What is consistent? Consistent the system of the linear equation in which at least one solution of the equation is given. Here so many solutions are here. We find there are so many solutions of the graph paper satisfy the equations of these two lines, two equations, and there are so many solutions. So this is called consistent. So inconsistent, unique solutions when graph is intersect that it has unique solution. It is also consistent because it has one solution. And when graph is overlapped to each other, then it is also called consistent system of equation because it has many solutions. And the definition of consistent is a system of equation of linear equation in which at least one solution satisfies the equation. Here is one solution satisfies the equation, so it is consistent. Here is more than one, that means infinite. There are infinite number to satisfy the equation, then it is also the consistent. But third types, both the lines are parallel and they cannot intersect to each other in the graph. Then it is clear it has no solution. We cannot find the single value of x and y that satisfy the both equations, so we can say it has no solutions. Therefore, when line of the graph will be parallel, then it has no solutions. So dear student, today you read to some examples of the related to the graph and how you can solve the graph. I solve in next video. There are so many examples in your book. I solve in next video that how you can draw the graph. Today you discuss about the graph, how many types of graph, and you read from your book. If any types of problem you have, then ask to me to my personal WhatsApp number.